Good evening and welcome to the news hour. I'm Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. Ladies and gentlemen, days after Centre repealed the 3 farm laws, rivals are smelling an opportunity to incite dharna and build pressure on Modi Sarkar to roll back other contentious laws. Now, there's an open dhamki to the Centre, hinting at a Shaheen Bagh Part 2, and that's why the All India Muslim Muslimin chief OAC warned that if Citizenship Act laws and NRC are not scrapped, protesters will take to the streets in poll-bound UP and will turn it into Shaheen Bagh. OAC's call for Chakka Jam is seen by many as an attempt to blackmail the government to nix the citizenship laws. His threat has been widely echoed by Muslim bodies and leaders. Listen to what OAC said.
हम मोदी जी को भी बताना चाहेंगे, बीजेपी को बताना चाहेंगे कि जिस तरह आपने किसानों के लिए ये 3 कानूनों को, कृषि कानूनों को वापस लिया, हम आपसे बात का डिमांड करते हैं कि CAA कानून को भी वापस लिया जाए। उस कानून, फंडामेंटल राइट के खिलाफ कानून बनाया गया और हम मुतालबा करते हैं कि CAA कानून को भी वापस लिया जाए। अगर NPR और NRC का कानून बनाएंगे तो हम दोबारा रोड पे निकलेंगे, यहीं पर भी शाहीन बाग बनेगा इंशाअल्लाह ताला। याद रखना, हम खुद आएंगे यहाँ पर।
Mr. OAC seems to have forgotten about the top court's scathing observation when it comes to choking roads with dharnas. This is what had happened on the September 30th of 2021. The question that was asked is, how can highways be blocked perpetually? On August 2021, what was said is that they can't disrupt traffic due to protest, shouldn't inconvenience other users, is what the courts have said. In February 2021, prolonged protests can't occupy public place, cannot affect the rights of other people. In October 2020, all we have noted is just dissent gone rogue. You can't assemble anywhere you choose. Now, the centre has seen a pattern and has slammed the beginning of what it calls communal politics. In fact, the BJP has said that and rained fire on naysayers for trying to mislead the public yet again. Listen to what Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi has said on this issue.
आपने देखा होगा 2-3 दिनों से जो है वो एक बार फिर से सांप्रदायिक सियासत की शोशेबाजी शुरू हुई है। कोई कहने लगा है कि नागरिकता कानून को वापस लेना चाहिए, कोई कहने लगा है कि 370 खत्म किया जाना चाहिए। ये वो लोग हैं जो लोग की इस बात को अच्छी तरह जानते हैं कि नागरिकता कानून किसी की नागरिकता लेने के लिए नहीं, बल्कि बांग्लादेश, पाकिस्तान, अफगानिस्तान में जो अल्पसंख्यक हैं, पीड़ित हैं, प्रताड़ित हैं, जिनके साथ जुल्म हो रहा है, उनको नागरिकता देने के लिए है।
And this brings me to the legitimate question that we're asking this evening. Is Sadak Pe Faisla the new norm?
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest. Joining us for more, we have with us Nupur Sharma, national spokesperson of the BJP. With us also is Ratan Sharda, author. Shantanu Gupta, author, is also with us. Also joining us on the broadcast is Shoaib Jamai, who's a co-convener of the Shaheen Bagh movement. With us also at the moment, and I'm going to begin with, is the national spokesperson of the AIMM, Waris Pathan. Waris Pathan, you heard what I just read out as far as the court's observations are concerned, and that's where I want to begin this debate. You know, at the end of the day, we are all citizens of this country. We are all bound to follow what the courts say. The courts have repeatedly said, not just in the case of Shaheen Bagh, but also in the case of the farmers' protest, that you can protest if you want, but you have no right to block roads or inconvenience other people. Yet, despite the scathing observations of the court, and Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi does say that he is a barrister, why does he choose to ignore what the apex court, which is really the one that sets the law of this land, have to say on this matter?
Well, first and foremost, I will take this opportunity to congratulate the farmers of our country for the success. This is the victory of democracy, the victory of constitution, and this is the defeat of aggression, because the law, MSP, was not acceptable to the farmers. And Modi and his leaders were time and again trying to convince them, this is good for you, this is better for you. But ultimately the farmers won, and Modi had to apologize to the entire nation. All the best to the farmers. Second thing, let me come to the NRC and the CAA protest, which our party president said yesterday. Yes, of course, even this law is a black law. It's unconstitutional. You cannot form a law on the basis of religion. Equality before law is a fundamental right guaranteed to us by the Constitution. I am referring to the Constitution of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. So from the beginning we are saying that this law should be taken back, because what we saw in Assam was that crores of rupees was spent by of the taxpayers, and ultimately what we found out was Khoda Pahad Nikla Chua. Nothing came out of it.
Sir, even if I accept the arguments, why use the example of Shaheen Bagh is my pointed question.
Repeals the CA and the NRC law. What? Please, can you repeat?
Sir, my
question?
specific question to you is that we know what courts have said as far as Shaheen Bagh protests are concerned. Why give that example? Even if I am to accept that you have a legitimate right to be aggrieved about CA, we'll come to that point in a little bit, because we all know what's happening in India's neighborhood. But my simple question is this. Courts have already said that you have no right to protest in a manner in which other citizens' rights are affected. In a nutshell, that's what the court has said. Despite what the Supreme Court has said, why does Mr. Owaisi choose to use the example of Shaheen Bagh in Uttar Pradesh? What are we talking about? More protests taking place, more violence taking place, blocking the rights of other citizens?
Well, let me tell you, if I disagree with certain policies of the government, if I feel that the government is doing something unconstitutional, the Constitution has given me a right to protest peacefully, without violence, without harming the people around. So we are protesting. See, last so many months the Shaheen Bagh protests went on. Was there any violence? Nothing. So we are doing a legal protest. The farmers protested for almost about a year.
Sir, constitutionality will be decided by the apex court. I am on a simple point of blocking other citizens and violating their rights, Mr. Waris Pathan. You are not answering that question.
Who will compensate for that?
You are not answering that question. You can protest. Who is taking your right away to democratically protest? It is about hurting the rights of other citizens. That is the question that the courts have raised.
No. But the farmers won. The farmers won. For 1 year they protested.
So you say you will do a Shaheen Bagh?
700 of the farmers.
So you say you will do a Shaheen Bagh? Doing a Shaheen Bagh is perfectly justified according to you.
Under their car.
Whatever the apex court may say, doing a Shaheen Bagh is justified according to you.
And if the CA and the NRC bill is not repealed, if the law is not repealed, we will continue with the Shaheen Bagh protest.
I want Nupur Sharma to come in. Nupur Sharma, it is perfectly justified because the courts have, may have said the same thing on farm laws and the farm law protests. Now the fact that the government has withdrawn the farm bills has given us a right to protest, even if we choose the manner in which Shaheen Bagh was there. It is our democratic right, our constitutional right, says Waris Pathan. Please respond to him.
Good evening, but Madhavan, just tell me one thing. You know, there is a saying, your rights end where my nose begins. This is exactly the principle which was followed by Justice Kaul at the Honorable Supreme Court of India, wherein he called the blocking of roads unconstitutional. And may I want to educate my fellow panelists, the law was never called unconstitutional. Neither the farm laws nor the CAA. In fact, NRC was imposed in one of the northeastern states by the Honorable Supreme Court itself, where it inquired what are you going to do to have NRC all over India. Read the judgment and come. And point number 3, and most importantly, well, I'll tell you what, it is, for him, CA is unconstitutional, which is not, as no court in India has actually held so. They want peaceful protests like, I think what happened in Shaheen Bagh. We all saw in Jamia a supposed student threw a glass bottle bomb and his hand came off without it. So much for peace. We all saw 56 people lost their lives in the Delhi riots. So much for peace. Now the interesting bit is that while he will here speak about secularism and speak about how communal CAA is, but their own party chief is a member of AIAM PLB. He is a member of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, which has only recently on Sunday said, only yesterday, that we need to have blasphemy law akin to Pakistan in India, which is nothing but a law purely based on religion. So please tell me, how are they so secular? When, in fact, if I may use this word in Hindi, all I can smell and all I can see is Kattarvad, a Kattarpanthi attitude because of upcoming Uttar Pradesh elections, wherein they are only interested in getting some meat in the 19% Muslim vote bank, as Senior Owaisi has already said in August this year.
Right.
That if there are 19% Muslims in Uttar Pradesh, imagine if they voted together, there will be a Muslim leader and leadership in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So this is nothing, this is just drama. Everybody is scurrying for the Muslim vote bank.
Right.
It is nothing less, nothing more.
Okay, let me bring in Ashutosh on that note. Ashutosh is also joining us on the broadcast. Ashutosh, is it ultimately just that? Is it nothing but a bid to polarize ahead of the polls? Because that's what the BJP says, and that is what, you know, at the end of the day comes out of what Mr. Owaisi is trying to do. He's trying to take a narrative of Shaheen Bagh, something that has been described by the Apex Court itself as, you know, beyond the ambit of the law which allows for you to protest, but not protest in a manner that affects the lives of other citizens.
See, three things. First of all, if anybody is trying to tell that the BJP doesn't believe in the politics of polarization, I don't want to believe that. So if others are also doing, let them do it, because today every political party is busy in polarizing votes because they have lost faith in the constitutional means
So two wrongs make a right.
mobilizing.
Two wrongs make a right. Everybody should polarize. It's the most ideal situation.
I'm just stating fact. So somebody is trying to project himself or herself or themselves as a holy cow. I think that doesn't cut ice with me. Second point, I think the CAA is not been, yes, CAA has not been pronounced unconstitutional or illegal by the Supreme Court, and so the Shaheen Bagh movement. It was never even the Supreme Court tried to mediate between those who are involved into the movement. But Supreme Court has not said even a word that people who are involved in the Shaheen Bagh movement, they have no democratic right to do it.
Sir, Ashutosh ji, let me just stop you here. What has the Supreme Court said on the Shaheen Bagh movement? Did they not say that you have no right to block such important carriageways, affect the lives of other citizens? You know, even, I mean, not even getting into what was, you know, spread on social media through the Shaheen Bagh movement. There's several scathing observations, sir. Even today, even in recent days, what was said by the Apex Court with regard to the farmer protest was in the context of what it had already said as far as Shaheen Bagh is concerned. Have you forgotten all of that, Mr. Ashutosh?
No, I think the people have forgotten also that Shaheen Bagh movement was never ever been called unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. And if they were indulging into some kind of illegality, what was the government of India doing? Because in Delhi, the Home Ministry is under the second most powerful person in this country, and if he doesn't want to remove them...
Are you saying they got up voluntarily, sir? Are you saying they got up voluntarily? They just got up one fine day because they felt that their protest had run out of steam?
I'm saying that government...
Of course it was police action. You know it, even I know it.
I'm saying the Constitution, I'm saying the Prime Minister and the Cabinet has taken oath of the Constitution. If somebody is violating it, then it is the duty of the Home Minister and the Prime Minister and the Cabinet that people should adhere to.
Okay. Nupur Sharma. Nupur, one second. Let Nupur come in. Nupur, you know, please remind, if you could refresh for Mr. Ashutosh what the Supreme Court said as far as the Shaheen Bagh protests are concerned.
Mr. Ashutosh, I think it's amply clear that the government of the day only removed the so-called protesters. But may I actually want to correct you? The Supreme Court did hold the Shaheen Bagh protest unconstitutional in as much as it blocked the road. I started with that and I will read out what the Supreme Court observed. Occupation of public places or roads by demonstrators which cause inconvenience to a large number of people and violate their rights is not permissible under the law. This is the bench headed by Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul judgment delivered earlier this year. So yes, Shaheen Bagh protests, in as much as they were blocking the road, were called unconstitutional, so you may want to correct that. For that matter, for you to sit here pretty, 1 second, allow me. For you to sit here pretty and say everybody is going for vote bank appeasement, but you typically sound like who's that leader of Congress party who justified the Sikh massacre by saying hua to hua. Like, you know, let everybody go and be at each other's neck. Because Ankit Sharma ko mara to mara. Because Dilbar Negi ko zinda jalaya to jalaya. 56 log mare to mare. I'm sorry, Ashutosh ji, if at all, you are the most callous and insensitive sounding panelist on his debate. Because I, as a right-thinking citizen, would expect a former reporter and so-called politician to come on national television in as much as at least say and condemn. We don't want a repeat of what happened outside of Jamia. We don't want a repeat of little children of 5 calling for death of the Prime Minister. Modi ko maut ke ghat utarenge. So much for peace. If you call this vote bank politics, well, I'm sorry, your mindset is absolutely depraved.
Okay, that was very well argued. The lawyer in Nupur Sharma clearly reflecting over there, but I want Ashutosh to respond to that. Ashutosh ji, please admit that, you know, you have at least heard a little bit in terms of how you have interpreted what Supreme Court has said.
See, I enjoy when the BJP and the RSS people personally attack me. I love it. Because that makes me more powerful and more strong in the eyes of the people, because I must be doing something right and I must be defending the right spirit of the Constitution. First of all, if the Shaheen Bagh movement was illegal, then Supreme Court and the central government both are complicit in that illegality. Supreme Court should have openly said those people sitting over there, they are indulging into unconstitutionality and they should be removed per se, but it did not say that. So just telling
I'm
half
sorry.
is
You
also
said
a
Supreme
lie.
Court is complicit in illegality?
I did not disturb you, Nupur.
No,
Please
you
don't
are lying
disturb.
I
I did not.
Supreme Court is complicit
I did not
in
disturb you.
illegality.
Ma'am, I did not
I will
disturb.
strongly object to it. I'm sorry, as a lawyer, Madhavan, I will strongly object to anybody sitting on national television and said Supreme Court is engaging in illegal acts.
Madhav, that is not fair.
I will very strongly, as an
Madhav, that
officer
is
of the
not
court, will
fair.
object to this statement.
All right, okay, let him make his point. Let him make his point. Let him make his point. You know, I have the court's observations here. Ashutosh ji, please say what you have to say. 30 seconds. I have the court's. I have exactly what the court has said in front of me. I will read it out. I will read it out, and I have several other guests as well. Ashutosh, make your point quickly.
I fail to understand whether BJP and the RSS people, they love to heckle me. I love to be heckled by them. I love it. I really enjoy it, because I must be saying something right. And again, let me repeat again. If the Shaheen Bagh movement was unconstitutional and Supreme Court let it go, then who is right and the wrong? I'm leaving up to you and your viewers.
You know, Ashutosh ji, you may believe what you believe. You may believe what you believe, but the point is you cannot change a court order. The court order, I'm just going to read out now what it has specifically said. And you can please bear with me for a minute. I'm going to go to other panelists as well, but I want to first and foremost read out what the court has said. Court has said that we have to make it unequivocally clear that public ways and public spaces cannot be occupied in such a manner, and that too indefinitely. Democracy and dissent go hand in hand, but then the demonstrations expressing dissent have to be in designated places alone. The present case was not even a protest taking place in an undesignated area, but it was a blockage of a public way which has caused grave inconvenience to commuters. It has also gone to say that there is a constitutional difference between reasonable regulation and arbitrary exclusion. The point at the end of the day, Ashutosh, is that the court has, when the court has held that it is wrong.
Why the government
did not wrong? What more do you want, sir?
Why the government did not remove them?
Of course they removed them. It was police action. It was the police that removed them. What are you saying?
That's why they removed them.
What are you arguing, sir?
Please allow me 5 seconds.
They kept sitting there.
Please allow me 5 seconds. Madhavan,
Sir, the police removed them after what the court said. What are you arguing here? I'm not able to understand your point, Ashutosh.
People kept
Madhavan,
sitting
please allow
there.
me.
We are wasting time.
Shaheen Bagh people kept sitting there.
Okay, we are actually repeating ourselves. Let's not get stuck like this. Let me go across to other panelists. One second, Nupur, one second. Let me just go across to other panelists. There are three other panelists who have not yet spoken. I want to take this question across to Ratan Sharda. Ratan Sharda, at the end of the day, you know, you have a situation like this. Nupur, I will come to you. There are other panelists. Please be a little patient. You've spoken several times. Let others also come in now. Ratan Sharda, at the end of the day, you know, Ashutosh said that the court has said this. Court did not declare this. Court did not order them to be removed. You know, is everything going to be read into specifics? The court has observed here that it is wrong. You cannot block a public carriageway in which commuters are going. What more does the court and what more is it required to say in this case?
See, Madhav, we are deliberately letting this debate be confused with very small issues like who is blocking the road. That is not the issue. What is the issue? That the day these farm bills are repealed, I had tweeted that the opposition has tasted blood. They will extend their habit of trying to resolve the legal issues passed by Parliament on the streets. Though I do not oppose the repealing of farm bill, this side effect is definitely there. Secondly, farm bill was an economic issue. It was not a national issue. CA is a national issue. It's an issue of giving a citizenship to people who are orphans of partition because of faulty policies of those governments. What is Liaquat Ali and Nehru Pact? What was Gandhiji's assurance to people who are left behind as orphans of partition? They were to be given citizenship if they could not be defended by their neighboring countries. And today we see that minorities have been reduced to zero, nearly zero in these countries, while in our country minorities thrive. Secondly, CA is about the minorities, citizens of Islamic countries. It is not about Indian Muslims of Indian countries. Constitution is meant for the citizens of India. It is not meant for foreigners. So this issue of CA being against Muslims or against Constitution is all bullshit, because, I'm sorry for the word, because they are arguing this for so long that CA as if it is against the Indian Muslim, it is not. Thirdly, India was divided on the basis of religion, whether we agree or not. So those people who are left behind in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, they were persecuted because they are minority religions. If the persecution is on the basis of religion, the CA had to be on the basis of religion. Those people who wanted Pakistan went to Pakistan. Those who stayed realized that they want to stay with the Hindu majority. So today I am not going to take responsibility of Muslims of every sect who went to Pakistan or Bangladesh, because that is not my responsibility. If they have a fratricidal issues, fight with each other, I am not responsible for that. Coming to this MIM, let me remind you, MIM obesity keeps going. We are the owner of the land. We chose India by our will. Sorry, you chose India by will because you're forced to live here. Till the last date, till the police action, you were supporting Nizam to be merged with Pakistan. Just a moment, don't try to cut the argument. So they said we will merge with Pakistan. They could not. And have they apologized for the atrocities on Hindus of erstwhile in Nizam, Hyderabad, when they killed, raped, looted Hindus for years together? Have they disowned Qasim Rizvi? Have their grandfather Owaisi, who took over, have they disowned the entire legacy of Razakar or the forefathers of MIM? They have not. They believe more in Sharia than in Constitution. Ask them, why did they oppose triple talaq, though passed by the bill, though passed by the court? Because that doesn't suit them.
Okay.
So for that Constitution...
You've raised some serious questions on the origins of the MIM. And because you have an MIM spokesperson, direct response from Varis Pathan. Varis Pathan, you heard the points being made by Ratan Sharda. Please respond. Direct charges of communalism being raised on your party and your party's originators and founders. Please respond.
Ratan Sharda has spoken lies and absolute lies. Beyond that, he has spoken nothing. We are the people who have rejected the two-nation theory of Jinnah and who are living in our country by birth and by choice. Now see, this is not good. When he was making point, I was quiet.
For violence, have you disowned the violence?
They went on their own.
Let him speak. Mr. Sharda, let him speak. Mr. Sharda, you made your point, sir. You made your point. Now let others also speak. Listen to the response. You've asked a number of questions. Let him respond. Varis Pathan.
I'm not a liar.
Okay, you made your point. Sir, you made your point. Let the other side also speak. Varis Pathan.
No, I will ask Mr. Ratan Sharda. You are being so nationalist, so secular. May I ask you, what was the RSS doing the independence time? Did they fought the battle for the independence of our country? They were bootlicking the Britishers. You disrespected our Tricolor for 52 years. You never hosted our Tricolor on the Nagpur headquarters. And now you are teaching us nationalism and patriotism. Shame on you. You know the history. I am explaining the history. You were bootlicking. Savarkar, the master of...
You are a liar.
The master of saying sorry today Modi has followed Savarkar.
Not against
Savarkar was a liar and he always used to go and say sorry.
You talk about
several times bootlicking the Britishers and now Modi has accepted.
All right. I think we're veering off the topic at hand. We are not debating independence and who stood where during independence. Two more panelists we have who have not yet spoken. I want to first go across to Shoaib Jamai. Shoaib Jamai, you heard what Ratan Sharda basically said in terms of the reason for CA. You have a section of people who are minorities in our neighborhood and these people are regularly persecuted. Today, you have a situation, and it's been extensively reported of a 10-year-old boy who was raped and murdered in Pakistan. The fact that there is no CAA today has ensured that those people who have been left behind in those countries, those individuals continue to be subjected to such violent crimes in India's neighborhood. And that is the issue on which you are objecting, sir.
See, I came after a long time, so I request you to please give me some uninterrupted time. See, we have been debating on the technical and the constitutional aspect of this bill from last 2 years, I believe. So many times I have been into the debates in all the national channels. लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि इस वक्त बहुत क्लियर 2 सेंटेंस बोलने की जरूरत है, चूंकि मैं शाहीन बाग राष्ट्रीय आंदोलन समिति का को कन्वीनर भी हूं, तो उनके इथॉस को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूं, तो 2 बातें बहुत स्पष्ट से कह दूं कि देखिए, जिस तरीके से किसानों ने अपना आंदोलन चलाया, सड़कों पर उतरे वो, और सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी कमेटी गठित थी, सारी चीजें चल रही थी, लेकिन आखिरकार सुप्रीम कोर्ट के फैसले का कोई इंतजार नहीं हुआ। इस सड़क के आंदोलन और इस विरोध की वजह से प्रधानमंत्री को यह बिल वापस लेना पड़ा। तो सड़क का आंदोलन कितना कारगर होता है ऐसी अहंकारी सरकारों के लिए, ये देश ने देखा। हम इसी तर्ज पर चल करके सुप्रीम कोर्ट में क्या हुआ वो सारे केसेस मेरे सामने, मैं लगातार सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जब शाहीन बाग का मामला चल रहा था, नॉट इवन अ सिंगल केस हमने
what did the court say as far as Shaheen Bagh is concerned? Didn't the court say that it was wrong? Didn't the court say you should not disturb other commuters?
मैं आपको बता रहा हूं।
नहीं, कहा कि नहीं कहा, बस हाँ या ना में जवाब दे दीजिए। कोर्ट ने क्या कहा और उसके बाद आपके प्रोटेस्ट को लोकेशन से लोगों को हटाया गया?
हाँ या ना में जवाब देना होगा तो हम यहाँ से किसी और चैनल पर चले जाएंगे, टाइम्स नाउ पे नहीं आएंगे।
नहीं, आपको प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड टू माय क्वेश्चन सर। आई एम कंडक्टिंग द डिबेट। आई हैव राइट टू आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस एंड प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड। यू आर नॉट कंडक्टिंग दिस डिबेट। आई एम आस्किंग यू सिंपल क्वेश्चन। व्हाट डिड द कोर्ट से as far as Shaheen Bagh is concerned? Did they not say that you should not be disturbing other commuters? You may not like to answer that question because perhaps you would be embarrassed by it. Why don't you admit it?
सुनिए, आप नहीं थे उस सुनवाई के दौरान। जितनी सुनवाई हुई शाहीन बाग के टाइम पे, उस सारे वक्त में मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट में मौजूद था।
सर, मेरे पास कोर्ट के ऑर्डर्स हैं, देश का हर नागरिक पढ़ सकता है कोर्ट ने क्या बोला है।
सुनिए,
कोर्ट के ऑर्डर्स मेरे सामने लिखे हुए हैं सर।
अरे भाई सुन लीजिए ना, एडवोकेट हेगड़े साहब को जब यहाँ से भेजा गया इंटरमीडिएरी बना करके, और हम लोग ही बातचीत कर रहे थे मंच के जरिए, तो वो हमारे से और हमारे साथियों से ही बातचीत चल रही थी। तो हमें पता है,
और हेगड़े साहब ने भी कोर्ट को बोला कि लोगों को दिक्कत हो रही है इसकी वजह से। मैं पढ़ूं,
आंदोलन सुप्रीम कोर्ट की वजह से नहीं हटा था, बल्कि जब कोरोना के केसेस बढ़ने लगे थे तो हमने वॉलंटरी वहां से स्थगित किया था, टेम्पोररीली सस्पेंड किया था। इस बात को समझ लीजिए, किसी पुलिस के जोर पर या फिर सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश पर नहीं हटा था। ये पहली बात। जब वो आंदोलन वहां से हट गया, जब धरना खत्म हो गया था, तब सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ये फैसला आया था और जब जस्टिस कौल साहब ने अपनी बातें सुनाई थी। लेकिन जब तक ये चल रहा था, जितने भी लगभग 5 दफा हम लोग हाजिर हुए थे, उस वक्त में कभी भी जस्टिस कौल साहब ने रूम नंबर 12 में जो वो चल रही थी, कभी नहीं कहा कि शाहीन बाग से आपको हट जाना चाहिए या जबरन हम आपको हटाएं। बार बार उन्होंने कहा कि हेगड़े साहब, इसमें आप देखो जी, आपने जो लिफाफे में लाया ये क्या रिपोर्ट है, मुझे बता दो। और उसके बाद फिर ये बातें खत्म हो जाती थी।
ये नहीं कहा था कि वहां पे कम्यूटर्स को दिक्कत हो रही है, ये कहीं नहीं कहा था दैट कम्यूटर्स आर बीइंग इनकन्वीनियंस्ड, ये कहीं नहीं कहा था कि पब्लिक प्लेसेस को आपको ऑक्यूपाई नहीं करना चाहिए, ये कहीं नहीं कहा था।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने पहली हियरिंग में ये बातें कही थी कि भाई पब्लिक को जो दिक्कत हो रही है उसके बारे में आप लोगों का क्या कहना। तो हमने अपना पक्ष रखते हुए वो दिखाया सारे वीडियो एविडेंस कि सरकार ने, जो पुलिस ने जो अननेसेसरी सारी जगह को बैरिकेडिंग किया हुआ था, जिसमें हम आंदोलन भी नहीं कर रहे थे, उसको सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कंसिडर किया और फिर कहा कि हेगड़े साहब को और जो एक और मैडम थी उनको कहा कि आप जाके देख करके आइए, मुआयना करके कि ये सही कह रहे हैं। और वो बात सत्य पाई गई, इसलिए बाद में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कह दिया कि ठीक है, अब हम इसका हल निकालेंगे। तो ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट में हुआ था, बाकी किसी को कुछ नहीं पता।
I want Shantanu Gupta to respond to that. Shantanu Gupta, it almost appears that we're talking about a different case because Mr. Jomai has, and he has every right to have his own interpretation, but it seems like we're talking about a completely different case. He does not seem to recollect what the court has said in this very landmark matter.
I think, Madhun, what I'm hearing from last half an hour from Ashutosh and Jamai ji, it's almost like they will follow Supreme Court on an even day and they'll not follow Supreme Court on odd day. So they will interpret what Supreme Court is saying differently. But I think you rightly said, you read the court orders, it's all published. It's not that you have to be physically present in the court to know what's happening. The orders are all public, they're all available. I think the larger topic is that why Asaduddin Owaisi put the topic of CA now, which is like a dead topic now. I think we are seeing what are the messages coming from different camps in Uttar Pradesh election. So from BJP camp, we are hearing Purvanchal Expressway, medical colleges, defense corridor, Kushinagar airport. From Samajwadi Party, what we are hearing, that today we are hearing they may give a ticket to Mukhtar Ansari, who's in jail. We are hearing Jinnah from Samajwadi Party. From Congress, we are hearing Hindutva is equal to ISIS, Boko Haram, all of that. And now Owaisi ji comes, he's saying 19% Muslims should vote for AIMM, right? So I think this is just for Uttar Pradesh election. They are everyone for vying for 19% vote share. They have nothing done their own constituency in the past. They have nothing to show. And this vote bank of 19% is too lucrative from Samajwadi Party to Congress to Owaisi. I think that's, and I think he has solved his purpose. We all are debating from last 40 years. That was the purpose of Asaduddin Owaisi, and he solved his purpose. He's in media limelight, and that was his purpose. That wasn't been served.
Okay, that is the purpose. That is the reason that you exist, Mr. Pathan, only to polarize.
नहीं, एक बात मैं कह दूं कि भाई शाहीन बाग आंदोलन समिति जो है आधिकारिक तौर पर ये कहती है कि जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज है, चाहे ओवैसी साहब हो या कांग्रेस हो, उनका बिल्कुल शुक्रिया अदा करती है कि आपने हमारा समर्थन किया और हमारी मांगों को आप रख रहे सरकार के सामने। लेकिन आंदोलन का कब होगा और किस प्रारूप में होगा, ये शाहीन बाग राष्ट्रीय आंदोलन समिति बहुत जल्दी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके ये बताने वाली है।
ओके, कौन से रूप में होगा, ये कौन से रूप में होगा? Once again, Shaheen Bagh would be revived. That seems to be the subtext of what's happening, Nupur Sharma. But I want to also ask you, Nupur, I want to ask you one simple question. You know, one second, Nupur, I want to ask you one simple question. You know, if the objectives of CAA are noble, we understand there was a pandemic about about a year and a half.
And my party allow me to make my point, sir.
Okay. What is just coming to you?
Just see that allegations are leveled against me if I don't refute them.
Waris, I'm coming to you. Just 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. I want to ask a very important question. We are almost out of time. I'm going to come to you. Very simple question, Nupur Sharma. Why have the rules for CAA not been notified? If this is such an important law, it is such a landmark law that has been passed close to 2 years ago, what is the government waiting for in terms of its implementation, madam?
This is because this is the pressure of CNRC protest from the Assam, from the Hindu.
Mr. Jumai, please. Question was for the lady. Please let her respond.
Madhavan, may I please answer? May I please answer?
Yes, go ahead.
May I please answer? The answer was put out by the MOS home on the floor of the parliament that they would be put out by 9 January 2022. So I think you have to wait. This was done just in July and the date given was 9 January next year. But I'll tell you what.
But extensions have happened before that.
Shoaib Jamai. He said two things. The first thing he said, allow me please. Let's wait till 9 January. Now please hear me out. He said two things. The first thing, Madhavan, he said is, हम इसलिए नहीं उठे थे क्योंकि हमें सर्वोच्च न्यायालय ने कहा, meaning thereby they have no respect for the Honorable Supreme Court. And at the same time he also said that आधिकारिक तौर पे, allow me to make my point, Madhav, please allow me to make my point.
CAA will not be implemented.
Madhav, this is not fair. I have not spoken over him. Please allow me to make my...
Mr. Jamai, we allowed you to speak.
Please allow me.
Mr. Jamai, you were given a fair chance to make your point. Let others also speak. Mr. Jamai, you were given a fair chance to make your point. All right, fade us down. Nupur, make your point quickly.
Please allow me. At the same time, he said, आधिकारिक तौर पे हम decide करेंगे. तुम कभी भी decide कर लो. If you plan to block roads, you'll be in contempt of court. Speaking of which, Mr. Ashutosh, you don't feel empowered. I think you feel empowered by me asking you questions. मैं हूँ भाजपाई और मैं हूँ संघी. मैं constitutionalist भी हूँ. You feel empowered by saying Supreme Court was complicit in criminality. You feel empowered rather by actually perhaps even supporting the candidature of rioter booked for Delhi riots, Tahir Hussain. You perhaps even felt empowered when all of you egged on and became mute spectators in the farmer Gajinder Singh committing suicide when you were on dharna and asking latak gaya kya. So कृपया करके यहाँ पे अपनी convenience के लिए कानून में हम मानते और नहीं मानते, which Shantanu ji very rightly put out. But I have something else to say right now. The minute you start blocking roads, the court's order in Shaheen Bagh, Justice Kaul's order becomes effective and it will be in contempt. तो अगर आपको दंगे भड़काने हैं और लोग मारने हैं, आपका पेट नहीं भरा because आगामी उत्तर प्रदेश में चुनाव है, आप कीजिए, क्योंकि फिर आपको केवल सर्वोच्च न्यायालय अपनी भाषा में जवाब दे पाएगा, जिसके मेरे हिसाब से आप rightful recipients होंगे.
Okay, Ashutosh, questions for Ashutosh, and I'm going to go to Waris right after that. Ashutosh.
माधव, मैं बहुत बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रवक्ता और आरएसएस के प्रवक्ताओं को, जो अपनी डिबेट का आधा समय वो मेरे ऊपर बहस करके लगा देते हैं. इसका मतलब ये कि मैं सही बात कह रहा हूँ. मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता, बस ये कहता हूँ कि हर डिबेट में वो मेरे पर्सनल अटैक करे और मेरे पर अच्छी बातें.
आपका सपोर्ट ताहिर हुसैन के लिए भी सही था, ये भी बोल दीजिए. गजेंद्र सिंह की आत्महत्या भी सही थी, ये भी बोल दीजिए. आपने सर्वोच्च न्यायालय को कॉम्प्लिसिट इन इलीगैलिटी एंड क्रिमिनलिटी बताया, ये भी सत्य होगा. बोल दीजिए. मेरे हिसाब से तो इसी पे आपके ऊपर एक्शन बन जाना चाहिए. बोलिए, ताहिर हुसैन सही था. आपकी फोटो है ताहिर हुसैन के साथ कैंपेन करते
हुए. Let him make his point. Let him make his point.
He is prime accused of rioting.
Yes, Nupur, let him make his point. I think you've asked him a number of questions. Let him make his point now quickly, please. Ashutosh.
Madhav, let me repeat it again. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful to the BJP spokesperson that they like to spend their time on a national channel abusing me, criticizing me, because that makes me powerful.
Okay, you made that point. Ashutosh, you made that point a number of times. Please, I think let's not have it once more. I want Waris to come in now. Yes, Waris Pathan. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Getting back to the questions posed by Shantanu to Waris Pathan.
Ancillary and support.
Okay. Nupur and Ashutosh, please. Let's not have a side debate, please. Let's not have a side debate. This is much too important an issue. Waris Pathan, questions posed to you and the MIM by Shantanu Gupta. Please respond. You wanted to come in on this. Waris Pathan, floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Nupur.
Well, Madhav, let me tell you, just now everybody was talking about UP elections. Yes, the UP election is going there. And who's trying to polarize? Who's trying to play the appeasement politics? Who said Abbajan? Who brought Chandragupta Maurya and Alexander? And who brought Jinnah? We spoke about rising fuel price. Now I will tell you, I am asking a simple question to Nupur Sharma, BJP spokesperson. Today the country is reeling under the pressure of price rise of petrol, diesel and gas. When Smriti Irani was a minister, she had sent bangles to Manmohan Singh that the prices are rising, kindly do this. Now when will Nupur Sharma send bangles to Modi showing her agitation with the price rise of the petrol, diesel and gas? Because we all are suffering because of that. Now they won't say anything because they are only interested in the politics of appeasement. They want to make it Hindu and Muslim because in 5 years Yogi has not done any development work except renaming of the cities, renaming of the places. And today UP has the highest crime rate. I don't say the Ministry of Home Affairs is clear on this. Even 2021, 15 people have been killed in police custody.
Okay, number of questions. This is essentially a diversionary tactic. Nupur and then Shantanu. Nupur, Shantanu.
Crime rate.
Nupur first.
I have just one just a data point. Can I just mention a data point?
Okay.
Waris ji, strictly on the point. Waris ji, जो 15 मिनट में पुलिस हटा के 15 करोड़ मुसलमान 100 करोड़ पे भारी पड़ने वाले थे ना, जरा कृपया करके उसका सेक्युलरिज्म का आप जब तक जवाब ढूंढते हैं और उसकी स्पष्टता देते हैं तब तक मुझे बताइए मोदी
देश के गद्दारों को गोली मारो सालों को, उसका क्या हुआ?
भेजूं What should I say to you? Allow me, I'm sorry, Madhu, I will...
Okay, let's not, please. I'm going to request you, please, let's not use this channel. Let's not use this channel to spread any kind of controversial message of other political parties, political points scoring apart. I'm going to lower all folders. We can't condone this. We completely condemn this kind of use of any kind of slogans that in any way would in any kind of manner promote the use of violence. I'm going to go across to Shantanu Gupta. Shantanu Gupta, you were making some points in response to what Waris Pathan has said.
Yeah. If Waris ji and his party would have been serious, if Waris ji and his party would have been serious upon petrol prices, let me quote the petrol prices in UP and Telangana. In UP it's 95 rupees and Telangana is 108 rupees, almost 13 rupees more than UP. And we all know that how friendly they are with KCR. So they are serious about petrol prices. I'm sure they will dharna in the Vidhan Sabha of Telangana where Mr. Ovasi and their Akas are, and not in UP. So they're not serious about the topic, they're only serious about that 19% vote bank. I just want to make that point.
Okay. Mr. Pathan, you want to respond to that?
Well, I was just respond. I am just asking a question to Nupur that when will she send some bangles to Modi?
वहाँ तो बोलेंगे यूपी में 95 रुपए का है, यूपी में 95
question of fuel price. The same applies to your party as well. Where your party is in power.
Because of the central government's policy, the prices
states have no role in that, sir.
यूपी में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसी है जी. यूपी में 95 रुपीस, हैदराबाद में 108 रुपीस.
ऐसा है कि मोदी जी ने तो एक्साइज ड्यूटी कम करी है. उनको कुछ आपको क्या
योगी जी ने वैट कम किया है.
55 रुपया बढ़ा के
5 in Hyderabad they have increased the tax.
5 रुपया कम किया, 55 रुपया बढ़ा दिया, 5 रुपया कम किया, कोई एहसान किया.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just get out of the petrol diesel debate, please. We are not debating petrol and diesel. That was just an aside. We were just debating it as a diversionary tactic. Ratan Sharda, we are almost at the end of this debate, sir. I want to ask you a simple question. Nupur a few minutes ago came out and said that yes, wait until the 5th of January or the 9th of January, the date that she mentioned, the laws will be notified. We all know that it has been 2 years, and 2 years is a considerable amount of time. Yes, I admit that about a year went off perhaps because of COVID. But at the end of the day, what is the government waiting for? You have Mr. Jamai who claims that it is protest that he and his fellow comrades have done is what has led to putting pressure on the government to withhold the law and its implementation.
That itself is a big damnation of these people who sit on the street to stop any kind of change in laws which suit the country very much. My question again is whether CA was against Indian Muslims. It was not. No constitutional right of Indian Muslims were touched. Entire Shaheen Bagh agitation was based on false premises. Secondly, have they apologized or criticized people who abused Hindu symbols of swastika and Omkar in Shaheen Bagh? Have they criticized and disowned the person who said, let us press chicken neck and remove Northeast from the map of India? If they allowed these people to rule roost on Shaheen Bagh, if they spread venom there, they have no right to against it on Shaheen Bagh, because it has no legal premises, no constitutional premises, no political premises. This is purely based on creating communal divide and frightening the Indian Muslims who have nothing to lose from CA, but religious minorities getting killed and raped in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, where 0 people left in Afghanistan. To oppose that is biggest crime they are doing against humanity.
Okay, Shoaib Jamai wants to respond to that. Shoaib Jamai, you are misleading people. It has nothing to do with Muslims here in India. It has only to do with citizens coming in from foreign soil, and therefore your protests are misplaced, says Ratan Sharda. Please respond to him.
देखिए, जिन लोगों ने किसानों को आतंकवादी कह दिया, वो हमें क्या और नहीं कह सकते, तो इसलिए हमें सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत नहीं।
किसने आतंकवादी कहा है सर? किसने आतंकवादी कहा है किसानों को?
जो किसानों को आतंकवादी कह दे, उनसे हमें सर्टिफिकेट लेने की जरूरत नहीं।
Mr. Jamai, please, let's not make sweeping statements. Let's be factual. You may believe something, that does not mean you can air everything, sir, like this.
बात करिए,
when you were talking, I kept silent. Please,
nobody cannot
discipline on it.
You have no right to say me that I am debating or not. You are not a master. हमारा शाहीन बाग पे बैठने के लिए
be like a panelist, be like a fellow panelist.
आप फार्मर बिल के लिए नहीं बैठ रहे, आप बैठ रहे हैं सीए के लिए। तो सीए कैसे इंडियन मुस्लिम का नुकसान करता है, ये बताइए मुझे। बाकी बताने के लिए ना आप तो
हमें बताने की जरूरत नहीं है। हमें बताने की जरूरत नहीं है, बताने का काम हो गया।
आपको जरूरत है कि आपने हजारों लोगों को महीनों तक तंग
तरीके से किसानों ने काम लिया, वैसे ही हम काम लेंगे। आपको बताने की जरूरत नहीं है। जो लोग मुस्लिम आप लोग ऐसे बता रहे थे ना,
मुझे इसका जवाब दीजिए।
अरे भाई,
जिन्होंने घृणा फैलाई, जिन्होंने देश तोड़ने की बात की, उनको आपने
फार्मर्स बिल के बारे में ऐसी ज्ञान
हिंदू
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने वापस ले लिया।
जहर आप फैला रहे हैं,
इतना ज्ञान मत दीजिए, आपको वापस लेना पड़ेगा। और अब की बार आसाम के हिंदू आपके नाक में दम करने वाले हैं, अब आप देख लेना। अभी आपको पता नहीं हमारे बारे में।
अभी आप देख लेना।
अभी डोंट वरी, wait for 1 year.
They are bad.
Wait for 1 year now. Even the Hindus of the Assam will force you to take back this CA
or not.
Don't worry.
He has not responded. Noted. He has not responded to CA being anti-Muslim.
All right. I just want to come in over here. You know, there are at the end of the day, let me bring in Ashutosh on this. Ashutosh, you know, on a very different point, on the issue of the CA, at the end of the day, Ratan Sharda says that people are being misled. This has nothing to do with Muslims here in India. It is about the rights of those, such as the 10-year-old boy who was raped and murdered brutally, who as a minority in neighboring Pakistan was killed, and the rights of such people. We hear every day abductions of young girls taking place, forced conversions taking place. All those rights that are being violated, it is to prevent that from happening, or those citizens to at least come to India to allow them to lead a normal life.
But Madhav, we don't need sermons from RSS, that too from Ratan Sharda. He is taking part into the political debate, and his party, his organization claims that it's a cultural organization.
Why can't I have a democratic
Why RSS, sir? One second. Let's not get into personal. One second. I just want to come in here. 1 second. Let's not have a side debate. This is not about insulting each other. Ashutosh, calm down. Ashutosh, calm down. I am asking you a simple question. Don't divert from the topic at hand. Mr. Sharda and Ashutosh, please calm down. Please calm down. Ashutosh, simple question to you. Did the Manmohan Singh government not propose a similar act? Did the Manmohan Singh government, the UPA government, not have a similar act that they wanted? Were they also thinking in a communal manner?
Madhav, let me put a fact straight here. The Golwalkar has given on oath that RSS will not take part in the party into organization.
Sir, what does that have to do with the current law? What does that have to do with the current law? I am telling you, I am asking you, did the previous government not want a similar law? Yes or no? Did former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh not talk about minorities in neighboring Pakistan and in the neighborhood of South Asia?
Are you a political organization? On what basis you are talking on the
right. Unfortunately, when it comes to such issues, there are too many diversionary tactics that are used by debaters. Very often one tries to control the debate, but it often goes out of hand. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. Nupur Sharma, Ratan Sharda, Shantanu Gupta, Waris Pathan, Shoaib Jamai, as well as Ashutosh. Thanks so much for joining us.